Ultimize. Let me start with something simple. Almost every decluttering system in the world, every book, every TV show, every professional organizer eventually boils down to just two ideas. Not 25 ideas, not 100 ideas, two. And if you follow these two rules consistently, you can eliminate most of the clutter in your life without complicated organizing systems, expensive storage containers, or elaborate plans. Here they are. Rule number one: throw away things you don't use. Rule number two: stop buying things you don't need. That's it. These two simple rules solve the majority of clutter problems. Now, that may sound obvious. Most people hear that and think, well, of course, duh. But here's the reality: almost nobody actually follows these rules. Let's start with the first one: throw away things you don't use. Most of us are surrounded by objects that serve no real purpose in our lives anymore. Clothes we haven't worn in 3 years, electronics we replaced but never discarded or recycled, kitchen gadgets that seemed like a great idea when we bought them, but have been sitting in a drawer ever since, piles of papers we're never going to read. The truth is, we tend to keep things for reasons that have nothing to do with usefulness. We keep things out of habit, we keep things out of guilt. We keep things because we think we might need them someday. And sometimes we keep things simply because throwing them away feels uncomfortable. But if you walk through your home honestly and ask yourself one simple question: do I actually use this? You'll discover that a huge percentage of the items around you serve no purpose anymore. They're simply occupying space and occupying your attention. Every object you keep requires a small amount of mental energy. You have to store it. You have to move it from time to time. You have to clean around it. You have to remember where it is. Multiply that by hundreds of objects, and suddenly your environment is quietly draining your time and attention every day. That's why the first rule is so powerful. If you don't use something regularly, it probably doesn't belong in your life. Now, there's another part to this rule. It's not just about usefulness, it's also about whether something actually adds value to your life. Some people talk about whether an object brings you joy. That may sound a little abstract, but the underlying idea is simple. If something is neither useful nor meaningful to you, why keep it? Why store it? Why clean it? Why organize it? Why give it space in your home? Once you begin asking those questions honestly, you'll discover there are a lot of items you can remove immediately. But here's the second rule, and in many ways, it's even more important: stop. I beg you, stop buying things you don't need. Because if you focus only on throwing things away, but you continue bringing new clutter into your life, the problem never ends. It's like trying to drain a bathtub while the faucet is still running. Modern life has made it incredibly easy to accumulate stuff. A few decades ago, buying something required effort. You had to get dressed, drive to a store, walk through aisles, look for what you wanted, compare prices, maybe talk to somebody. The process slowed you down. Today, the entire process has been reduced to a single click. You read an article online recommending a product, click. You see a review on social media, it looks good, click. You watch a video where someone showed a gadget they loved, click. And the next day, a box arrives at your house. You didn't leave home. You didn't drive anywhere. You didn't spend time thinking about whether you truly needed it. It just appeared. Now, this convenience is amazing, but it also means we accumulate possessions at a speed that would have been impossible just a generation ago. Boxes show up at the door constantly, packages pile up, and slowly our homes begin filling with objects that seem useful for about 5 minutes, but have no long term value in our lives. Almost everyone has experienced this. You buy something, maybe it's a gadget, maybe it's a piece of exercise equipment, maybe it's something for the kitchen. You use it once or twice, then it ends up in a drawer or a cabinet or the back of a closet. And months later, you barely remember buying it, but it's still there, taking up space. Multiply that by years of buying things. Multiply that by dozens or hundreds of purchases. Now, suddenly, your home contains an enormous amount of stuff you don't really need. That's why the second rule matters so much. Before buying something, pause. Ask yourself three simple questions. Do I really want this? Do I really need this? And will I actually use it? If the answer to those questions is uncertain, it's usually better not to buy the item because every object you bring into your life brings something you must manage. You must store it, clean it, maintain it, organize it, and eventually decide what to do with it when you no longer want it. The easiest way to avoid clutter is to prevent it from entering your life in the first place. Think of these two rules as the foundation of everything else in this series. Throw away things you don't use. Stop buying things you don't need. If you consistently follow those two principles, your environment will gradually become simpler and easier to manage. But there's another important idea we'll talk about in the next episode. Most people treat decluttering as a big project. They wait until that weekend. They spend an entire day cleaning. They reorganize their house. And for a short time, it looks great. But then something predictable happens. 3 months later, the clutter begins creeping back. 6 months later, the house looks almost exactly the same as it did before. That's because decluttering cannot be a one time event, it has to become a habit. In the next episode, I'll show you a simple daily system for eliminating clutter that takes less than a minute a day, but can completely transform your environment over time. If you're getting any value out of this podcast, go to ultimize.com to receive a free habits building course.